Try At-Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi, I'm Anna at Flattering and comfy. Dapper 14 is just the place. We carry sizes small through 3X. Stop by 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Find us on Facebook or Instagram, or visit the website at dapyr14.com. We appreciate our customers, we love our community, and we always root for the Tigers.
At Great Plains Bank in Mangum, their customers come first and have for over 100 years. Great Plains Bank in Mangum provides personalized solutions and outstanding customer service that meets the needs of every customer, no matter how big or small. Great Plains Bank believes that banking is a relationship, not just a transaction. So they treat their customers like family. At Great Plains Bank, they live and work in the communities they serve. Great Plains Bank of Mangum, Oklahoma.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Ashley Slayton.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to basketball here on Classic Hits 97.7, the Facebook page, Tiger TV. Good to have you alongside as the Consolation Championship Bowl game will take place on this Saturday afternoon between the Snyder Lady Cyclones and your Lady Tigers of Mangum. These two teams have played once already this year, back on the second day of January. And the ball game was won by Snyder, 49-36. Lady Cyclones, the visitors here this afternoon with a record of 9-8 under Hall of Fame coach U.V. Williamson. Bree Gates will get the start. She'll be joined by Lacey Ori, Riley Granger, Kaya Cuellar, and Sydney Stevens. So it'll be Gates, Ori, and Granger, Culler, and Stevens, the starting 5 for Snyder, dressed in their road black uniforms with the orange numerals and the orange trim. Meantime, Mangum 5-7 on the year under the direction of Brian Bingham. Will start Holly Lehman-Webb in the backcourt. She'll be joined by Landry Lively, Hannah Stair, Morgan White, and Bryn Woodruss. So it's Lehman-Webb, Lively, Stair, White, and Woodruss this afternoon for the Lady Tigers as these two teams battle for, as we mentioned, the 5th place crown here at Western Oklahoma State College. Chad Fox working the controls. He'll be joining us in the broadcast booth as he gets everything jet set and ready to go. And we expect Sam Powers maybe a little bit later on this afternoon.
All right, do we have Facebook going? Yeah.
Well,
let's see.
Let me check and see if we've got Facebook. Is
a little delayed.
Woodruss and Granger at midcourt, ready to jump this one up. The kid, this is going to be one of, yeah, we're there. This will be one of those afternoons when Barnes screams, everybody in the field house will hear it, and we're going to hear the fans as well.
That's awesome.
Snyder wins the tap. Ashley Cantu Robinson, Daisha Cooper Bingham, and Brad Wisenett joining us in the broadcast booth. Jennifer Reiser has checked in as well. Good to have all of you alongside. We hope to hear from you wherever you may be on the World Wide Web or listening in on radio on Classic Hits 97.7. Always fun for us. So Snyder with the ball, and this is a hallmark of UV Williamson's clubs, and she's been several different stops throughout her Hall of Fame career. She requires her clubs to be patient on the offensive end, to run their half-court set, and to work for good shots. Granger, of course, the focal point of that because of her height. So Woodruss will have her hands full this afternoon, and as if on cue, they go inside to Granger, and she'll get fouled, and it may be on Landry Lively. Let's see. There are a couple of Lady Tigers there. No, they call it on Holly Lehman-Webb instead. So the first of the afternoon will go against Holly Lehman-Webb, and that'll be the first called on Mangum as well. And Riley Granger will go to the line to shoot two. First one for Riley is up and in. Coach's kid, you got to figure she is going to be able to make free throws. And just a fun kid. We had a chance to talk to her before the club started warming up. She makes the second. It's 2-0 early on. And I said, "Where is your dad?" And without missing a beat, she said, "In the hospitality room." I said, "Of course he is." Lively has a great job of breaking the press by this Mangum bunch. Put the ball on the floor one time, threw over the top, and got the easy two. Now some pressure in the backcourt, and a quick timeout going to be taken by UV Williamson. 6:44 here in the first. We're tied at 2 on a Rock'em Sock'em Saturday afternoon from the Tri-County on Classic Hits.
Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces of the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
6:44 left in the first, and a quick timeout by UV Williamson. Not happy with their club's effort early on. Chad, Coach Powers told us he'd probably be here for the 4 o'clock game.
Excellent.
Lob inside here and an easy two for Bree Gates.
He likes to run his football players in 18-degree weather.
And
they take their shirts off.
Yeah, they did that yesterday afternoon. Little League going on now at Mangum. Little League basketball that Sam put together. Holly Lehman-Webb stopping and popping from 18. Back of the iron, didn't get it to go. Rebound dug out in the corner by Snyder. Lost out of bounds, and the officials consulting with one another, and they're going to give it to Snyder. So our good buddy Cole Allison is here. One of the officials, as the inbounds pass gets knocked away by Woodruss. And a jump ball going to be called there. Holly Lehman-Webb came up with the basketball. Lacey Ori got there late, and they called a jump ball. Could have been a foul either way, but it'll be possession arrow to Mangum. They'll inbound across the way. we warned UV and her assistant, Stacy Turbush. They are to our right, closest to us. And they'll have every opportunity to be part of the broadcast this afternoon. Known both of those ladies for a long time. They are great coaches, and they both get after it. Speaking of which, there's a 15-footer that spins in and out for Hannah Stair. Battle for the rebound. Lost out of bounds, and who do they say it is? It's going to be Mangum basketball. So Mangum will inbound underneath their own glass. Lisa Wilson is checked in. Good morning, Lisa. Or actually, it's afternoon now, isn't it? She is checked in. She says, "Go, Lady Tigers." Dribble, drive, Landry. Oh, what a nice dish that is. And the easy two put in by Brent Woodruss. Boy, Lively attacked the basket. Thought she was going to put up the shot. Instead, it goes to her teammate, and Lively rewards her with an 8-foot bunny. 4-4, 5:25 left here in quarter number one. 5th place on the line. And not exactly a packed house, but a voracious bunch. Annalise Stair Rogers is checked in. And a good afternoon to you. Might be here for the boys' game at 4. They'll take on Frederick for 3rd place at Western Oklahoma State College. Dump inside, good catch. And the 2 put up and in. That's a great catch in traffic by Color. So Kaya with her first 2 of the ball game. Snyder on top, 6-4. 4:50 left in the first. Baseline move here by Lively. Kicks, left elbow, goes to White. Morgan from 10, and it falls. Morgan White with her first two. Pressure defense by Mangum. Both clubs getting after it in the early going. 6-6, 4:30. Quarter number one. Snyder, if you're just tuning in the black, Mangum in the white, and got interchangeable colors. High arcing three that comes up short for Gates. Rebound on the floor, so is Morgan White. She got dragged there by one of the Lady Cyclones. And they've called the push on Sydney Stevens. That'll be her first. And number one called on Snyder in quarter number one. Lisa, excuse me. Lisa Wilson said, good to hear you, Michael. Probably not hearing me choke up. I apologize for that. Lisa, thank you. Lehman Webb going to attack, put the shot up, didn't get it to go. Rebound spun in and out. You can hear Brian to our left say, make that layup. Want to say good morning. It's afternoon, Michael. Hayden Harris has checked into the ball game. Hayden, good to have you alongside. Cooper Earls as well. Cooper and company will be playing at 4 for third place on the boys' side. And our dear friend Angie Larson up there in Yukon has checked into the broadcast this afternoon. Good to have her alongside. She's basketballing with her 11-year-old. We're tied at 6 here. 3:40 left in quarter number one. Mangum on the defensive end. Ball gets knocked free by Woodruss, and taking umbrage with that play was Lacey Ori. There has never been a contact situation that Woodruss has shied away from, and we saw that right there, and Ori was not appreciative. So Snyder will inbound on the alternate possession. They'll go to Granger. She draws a crowd, puts up the shot, going to get fouled, and Morgan White, I think, going to get ticketed for this one. And it will be on Morgan. So on White, that'll be number one. And number two on Mangum. And back to the line goes Riley Granger, who's got a couple in the early going from the free throw line. First one on the way, good. Riley will get one more. By the way, Morgan White, we asked her, she had that big bandage on her hand, Chad Fox, yesterday. And I asked her about it, and she said, I'm not doing it today. It's a little dinky, tiny cut.
Yep.
It was in between her fingers. She said she bled like a stuck pig when it happened on Thursday. White and company going to turn it over. Granger with the steal. Riley had missed the free throw on the other end, so it's 7-6 with 3:15 left in the first. Snyder trying to run the floor. Good job by Mangum to get back defensively. Ball bobbled momentarily by Bree Gates, and they will reset. 3 minutes left here in the first. Snyder back in that half-court look as they try to find Granger along the baseline. UV in front of us talking about that. So Mangum doing a good job of making sure she doesn't get inside. High arcing shot from 15 in front of the iron, and a nice touch there for Lacey Ori. First two of the ball game for Ori. David Henry has checked in. He says, let's go Lady Tigers. 9-6 they trail. 2:30 and running in the first quarter of play. Remember the first time these two clubs met, 49-36. Snyder won it about 18 days ago. Screen out high for Holly Lehman Webb. Good job of fighting through it there on the defensive end by Ori. Now Woodruss crosses over. She'll go to the right elbow, kicks it left side. White tries to track it down in the corner. There to pick it up is Lively. Landry here on the near side. Kicks it back outside to Webb. Lehman Webb for three. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound loose. And Granger says, okay, thanks, I'll take it. Just kind of standing flat-footed. So Mangum has gone vanilla ice, cold baby. Been about 2.5 minutes since they've scored. They trail 9-6. Granger for three on the right side, and Riley knocks it down from distance. That'll make it 12-6. They have doubled the lead. Snyder has. Mangum in desperate need of a shot here. And boy, you look at Snyder, they've extended the defense about 35 feet away from the basket. White, she'll go at the left elbow to Woodruss. She got away with a walk, goes inside now. A foul going to be called. Blocking foul called. Let's see who Cole Allison gets on this one for the Lady Cyclones. And he says number 14 and Sydney Stevens, her second, and number 2 on Snyder here in quarter number 1. Inbounds pass, caught by Lively. Up top, Lehman Webb. She'll go back to Lively. Landry, ooh. Nearly walked, lost the ball, taken away on the defensive end by Kaya Culler. Lisa Wilson giving me the thumbs up, surviving the choking incident a moment ago. Former Altus Merchants softball player Alex And Freddie Solis checking in. Welcome back. Thank you. What am I doing over here? I'm doing basketball. Come on, Alex. Well, I mean, G. Benetley. Actually, it was probably Freddie who asked that. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Never said the Altus Merchants ever won any academic awards on the softball field. They look for Granger inside here. He used to play for the Dirty Birds. Granger's father did. We didn't like him at all. Richard Carney fell into that category as well. Good movement by Snyder here. Underneath the basket, ball fought for. Bren Woodruff's in the middle of that. She gets tied up by Sydney Stevens, and we'll get a jump ball. Want to say hi to my dear friend Pam Simmons, who has checked in this afternoon and says hello. And Pam, hello to you. And I recently found out about the loss that you suffered. And let me just tell you, I know that is tough. And Reed was a great man. We enjoyed working with him for so many years with the department. And certainly our thoughts are with you. That stops the clock at 10.9 left in the first, 12-6. As it was knocked out of bounds underneath the basket by Mangum. Snyder will get it, and they want to run. Out in front of everybody else is Ori. Good job by Lehman Webb to get back with her. Ori now going to kick it back outside. Clock at 2, doesn't realize it, and will not get a shot off as the period comes to an end. And you can see UV in front of us. Not happy about that situation. We've played 1, Snyder 12, Mangum 6. It's Consolation Saturday afternoon from the Tri-County on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call 580-782-2452 for more information.
First National Bank and Trust has become Sovereign Bank and continues to be a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. At Sovereign Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First Sovereign Bank, you can hear us roar, "Go Tigers!" We wish you great success in your endeavors now and in the future. Sovereign Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Same great people, same location at 204 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Tri-County on Classic Hits 97.7. I'm Michael Barnes, and yes, Chad Fox is here. Say hello.
Hello, hello.
You were glazed over earlier, but we've poked you in the ribs and woken you up.
We're up, ready to go. Going to be a good day.
Jill Travis Nippert has joined us. Good afternoon, Jill. And Vonda Bingham says, let's go, Lady Tigers. Good afternoon to you, Vonda. It'll be Mangum ball to begin the second period of play. Maddie Paxton trying to come into the ball game. And the official, saying, you're out. You can't be in here. That's a bad deal. And apparently she did not check in. And in between quarters, if you're going to, if you're coming off the bench, you have to check in.
So who did she attempt to check in for?
Well, we look out on the floor for Mangum, and Holly Lehman Webb is out there.
That's Morgan White.
Yeah, Brent Woodruff and Landry Lively and Hannah Stair. Those are the 4 on the floor. Meantime, Snyder's got Bree Gates, Lacey Ori, Riley Granger, Kyan Keller, and Sydney Stevens. I talked about it in that first quarter play. Morgan telling me that she had that tiny cut on her finger and had that all bandaged up.
That was a sneaker issue.
Oh, it was a sneaker issue?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was she had her whole shoe off.
Okay.
She has looks like a brace on her right ankle, but got her ready to go.
All right, so 12-6 to begin the second. Morgan, fresh off the bench with a good shoe, shoots the 3, doesn't get it to go. And a flat-footed rebound. In fact, sitting on her backside, Brayley Monroe got the rebound, Brayley came into the ballgame during that exchange, got the rebound setting down, but she shuffled her backside and gets called with a travel. So Monroe now into the ballgame for Snyder. Mangum going to get it on the turnover, trailing 12-6, and we're going to get a hold and get a little physical out there. Lacey Ori picks it up. That's her first. And number 1 on Snyder in the second. somewhere. The late, great Olivia Newton-John has got on her headband, and she's singing "Let's Get Physical." 7:42 left in the half. Inbounds pass. White will get it. Morgan stopped. Throws up the 8-footer. It rolls around the rim. It won't go down. A couple of good looks to begin the second period of play for Mangum, but they cannot get the bucket to full. Snyder now back the other way. Swinging around here on the near side. Go to Ori. She gets a screen. Cut off on the baseline by Landry. So Granger not out there to begin the quarter. Boy, there is some big-time bumping and banging going on inside. If you can train yourself, if you're watching this stream, you can see some scuffling going on there. Ball knocked out of bounds. Unable to hold on to it was Gates, but they said it was last touch by Mangum, so it'll be Snyder ball underneath their own window. 7:09 left in the first half of play. Lady Cyclones to inbound, up by a half a dozen, 12-6. Gates will make the catch. She'll go to Ori. And now Monroe. Braley, diagonal pass. Boy, there's a couple of Lady Tigers could have intercepted that had their head been on a swivel. So again, Snyder patient on the offensive end, especially without Granger in there. Riley had a half a dozen in that first quarter. She equaled the scoring of Mangum. Reach and foul going to be called. And yeah, you can tell by the facial expression. Hannah Stair will pick it up. That'll be her first. And number 1 called on Mangum in period number 2.
We've both known Coach Mike Blackburn from Clinton for forever. He maximizes his steps when he makes the call, doesn't he?
Oh,
it's wherever he's at on the floor, he's getting his voice back to the scores table.
You know him in a different venue than I do.
Right.
I know him because there's a foul by Holly Lehman-Webb, and that'll be the second on Holly, and 2 now on Mangum, and Lehman-Webb will set down, and here comes Maddie Paxton. I know him from the softball field.
Gotcha.
And he didn't play with...
He's counting.
He didn't play with Granger and Carney and that bunch, but we didn't like him any more than we did them. And when he played softball, it was kind of the same way. He was a pitcher. And, I mean... You would smoke one back up the middle. He'd stick out his glove. He'd look at you and throw you out. You're like, what? And you're right. He officiates the same way. I love it. It's good stuff. We had a little conversation with him before things got underway, and it's always enlightening. Love talking to those guys. 6:10 left here in quarter number 2. And again, both teams have just gone absolutely radio silent when it comes to offense. Nobody can put the biscuit in the basket. Color out top. She'll come to Ori. Lacey puts it on the floor. Cut off by Paxton. Run it! And again, UV joining us in the broadcast booth. We'll know the play that's called. 3-ball on the way by Ori. Doesn't go. UV liked it. Morgan White with a rebound. She'll come here to Woodruss. Bryn quickly into the front court. Lively here on the near side to Stair. Hannah back to Bryn. 3-ball on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound loose on the floor. Put back Morgan White. White in the right place at the right time. Morgan lays it up and in. Give a pair to Morgan. She's got 4. Back the other way. Here comes Snyder. 12-8 with 5:20 left in quarter number 2. Mitch McLaughlin is checked in. Mitch, good to hear you, buddy. Always good to have you check in, and thank you. If the stars align, maybe I'll be back on a more regular basis. Who knows?
Yes.
3 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2. I got tickled. I heard from Travis yesterday. Yes, good give and go inside there by Snyder. Excellent ball movement. Braylon Monroe will lay it up and in. And with that, Brian Bingham wants a timeout. 14-8, 4:56 left in the half. It's Snyder in front of Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
All right, 14-8 our score. 4:56 left in the first half of play. Snyder on top. You're checking your ESPN to bringing us a scoring update.
Yeah, the OU Sooner men's basketball team is in Cincinnati, new Big 12 opponent, and it's a 2-point ball game halfway through the first half, 11-9 Bearcats.
Isn't it odd when you see some of the matchups that are now in the Big 12? I know they were Oklahoma taking on UCF the other night, and I'm like, what? That's a Big 12 game? Oh, yeah, it is a Big 12 game. Yeah. Woodruss went inside. And again, another one from point-blank range that just would not roll in. They're just shooting in tough luck here in this first half, trailing 14-8. Chaz and Ann Allen have checked in as they see Woodruss steal the ball. She's going to dribble, drive, stop, get grabbed. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Monroe would not give up the layup there. And the foul going to be called on Braley. That'll be her first. And team foul number 2 called on Snyder here in the second quarter of play, and they're saying that she wasn't shooting? What? Okay. So apparently the grab happened before she tried to take the shot. Inbounds pass, knocked away, but then picked up by Lively. Maddie going to get it. Paxton had it knocked out of her hands, and it's finally stolen away by Lacey Ori. Ori's done a good job here in this first half on the defensive end. 14-8. Snyder on top by half a dozen. By the way, Riley Granger now back into the ball game. She has the basketball. Woodruss matched up with her on the left baseline. Give, go, and again, Snyder works it inside. Now they'll kick it out for a long three. Didn't go for Gates. And the rebound taken away by Snyder. Monroe will get it in the middle of the paint. She's going to get grabbed on the arm. Foul called on Landry Lively, her first, and team foul number 3 on Mangum here in quarter number 2. 3:52 left in the period. You heard UV a moment ago extorting her team to shoot the ball. They've had some wide open looks, and for whatever reason, getting alligator arms and not taking the shot. Ori now between the two circles. She'll give it up to Sydney Stevens. Mangum now extending their defense. They'll go man-to-man, trying to find a way to slow down Snyder. Lady Cyclones up by 6. Love the matchup going on between Granger and Woodruss. Those two have known one another a while, and both have some personality. Ball dribbled out of bounds. Monroe bounced it off the foot of Morgan White. It'll still be Snyder ball across the way. Got a substitution here at the timeline. Kaya Culler will come back in, and Brandon Monroe will sit down. Foul at Mackenzie Webb. Good afternoon to you, kiddo. Make it a great day on this Saturday. 3:10 left here. First half of play, 14-8. We started off on fire when it came to the scoring. It has gotten cold ever since. Mangum with a steal. Paxton finally came up with a ball. Run out down the far sideline. Stare. She'll go over the top. Lively. Landry for 3, and it goes. Landry Lively now with 5 of the ball game. The lead is 3 for Snyder, 14-11. 2:40 left here in the first half of play. UV wants motion out of her club. They have shown that most of the afternoon. Trying to take that away with a man-to-man defense has resulted in a couple of turnovers by Snyder. White all over Kaya Culler. Now they do show that motion that UV is looking for, but nobody cuts on the baseline, and she is stomping her foot in front of us. High arcing 3. Look at that. Rain in the forecast. Lacey Ori bringing it with the Rainbow Connection. Somewhere Kermit the Frog is proud. 16-11, 2:05 left here in the first half of play. You know, until yesterday or the day before, I did not realize. I always knew that song was there, and I always thought of Kermit singing it. But Kenny Loggins helped out on that. Did you know that?
I do remember that,
Okay.
yes, now, yeah.
Ball thrown away here on the inside. A good idea by Lively as cutting to the glass was Stair, but the pass was too tall for Hannah. No way she's going to track that one down.
Kenny likes to just drop in, doesn't
Oh, he does, yeah. Celebrate me home because he's all right. Checking into the danger zone because he's footloose. Okay, Barnes, you're done. 1:40 left here in the first half of play. 16-11. Skip pass here on the near side. As again, Snyder with that motion offense that UV has run at every one of her stops. A little bit of a push off there. It is, I'm telling you, it's physical here this afternoon. Granger goes inside. Floater falls. There's some elbows being tossed around here this afternoon. 18-11. No love lost between these two schools. This is fun stuff.
Two old Shortgrass Conference opponents. That's it's been going on for 100 years.
Lively for another three. Kind of bank it in. Couldn't get it. Went and got her own rebound. And then got whacked on the arm. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Check who the foul is. And the official says it'll be on Sydney Stevens. I've got Stevens for three. So does the scoreboard. That'll be the third on Snyder here in the second. Landry to the line to shoot two. First for Lively. Around the rim. Falls in. Substitution for the Lady Cyclones as Monroe will come back in. Braley checks in. Also checking in for the first time this afternoon, Jaden Solis. Minute left here in the first half of play, 18-12. Wasn't that an overture? Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Tip your waiters and waitresses on the way out the door.
Try the veal.
Thank you. 18-13, second one for Lively. Alyssa Dreyer has checked in, and she sees Maddie Paxton go to the floor. We'll get another tie-up, and a jump ball going to be called. Lacey Ori. And UV reminding her club, hey, when somebody's coming behind the gal with a basketball, Wolf is the appropriate answer. Inbounds pass. Boy, Lively nearly got a good catch and turn by Solis to protect the basketball. 40 seconds left, first half of play. Baseline move by Monroe. She is cut off, goes back outside to Solis. Cutter underneath the basket. Nobody there, so they'll bring it back out top to Monroe. Now Monroe deep in the corner, Solis. They play catch behind the arc. 20 seconds left in the first half of play. Granger out behind the arc. Woodruss on her, and again, we love that matchup. Solis to Monroe. Now Granger sets, fires three. May have been partially blocked by Woodruss. Loose basketball picked up by Mangum. Packs it out front. She'll come to Woodruss. Woodruss underneath the basket, Lively off the glass. Got the bucket to go. And with that, the first half will come to an end. A flurry and a fantastic finish by the Lady Tigers. We've played 16 minutes, and it's been up and down the floor. 18 on the board for Snyder, 15 for Mangum. Halftime, three-point lead. Lady Cyclones over the Lady Tigers. It's consolation Saturday afternoon, and we're 97.7.
J&P's Cafe in Mangum offers great food made fresh with the best ingredients under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at J&P Cafe in Mangum. If you haven't tried the best Mexican food and American favorites at J&P Cafe in Mangum, what are you waiting for? Open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner. Also breakfast served all day and homemade desserts, including pecan pie and wonderful assorted cheesecakes. For takeout, call 580-706-5042. That's 706-5042. And like J&P Cafe on Facebook.
Granite Drug Company would like to thank their customers for shopping local. They're proud to offer pharmacy services, including immunizations, Dispill personalized medication management, health and beauty products, gifts for every occasion, and the soda fountain, open all day and serving lunch from 11 till 2. Remember, when you need prescriptions filled, tell your doctor Granite Drug Company.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
People in Mangum are really enjoying handcrafted espresso drinks from the Soggy Llama drive-thru. Wake up and get your caffeine infusion the way you like it, starting at 5:30 in the morning on weekdays. The Llama offers a variety of refreshing cold drinks, including Italian sodas and Red Bull infusions. They're ready to please and refresh and made your way. Like the Soggy Llama Coffee Company on Facebook, open 7 days a week.
Welcome back as B.R. Stover has checked into the broadcast booth. B.R., thank you. And also, my good friend Brody Smith from over at Cash. And Brody, I haven't seen or talked to you in quite some time. Brody, a member of the Bulldog basketball team over there at Cash. His dad was an Altus Merchant softball player. Brody, good to hear from you, brother, and hope to see you very soon. Best of luck to you and the Cash Bulldogs. At the half here, 18-15, 3-point lead. Snyder over Mangum in a Rock'em Sock'em fifth-place ball game at the Tri-County Basketball Tournament. At the end of one, it was Snyder on top of Mangum, 12-6. And then Mangum outscoring the Lady Cyclones 9-6 in period number 2. And that's where we stand, 18-15. Check your scoring. Landry Lively leading the way for Mangum. She has got 9 at the intermission. Morgan White with 4. And Bryn Woodruss with 2. 2 for 2 from the foul line, this bunch from Mangum. And again, they've got 15 on the board. Foul situation, Holly Lehman-Webb with 2. The only player for Mangum with more than 1 foul, 2 for Holly Lehman-Webb. On the other side of the ledger, it's Riley Granger leading the way. Granger has got 8 at the intermission. Half of those came in quarter number 1. 4 on the afternoon for Lacey Ori, and then 2 apiece for Bree Gates, Kaya Culler, and for Braylee Monroe from the foul line. In the first half of play, Snyder 3 of 4. A little bit of foul trouble for UV Williamson as Sydney Stevens has 3 at the intermission. Mackenzie Laughlin Bates is checked into the broadcast. By the way, Mackenzie, I saw that you had that beautiful daughter of yours here yesterday, and you didn't bring her over. I'm disappointed. Brian Lively is checked in as well. 18-15, our score at the half. It's a 3-point lead for Snyder over Mangum. We are Classic Hits 97.7.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers, on and off the field and court. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. TCLC says,
Hi, my name is Bailey Pence. I'm a proud graduate of Altus High School. When deciding where I would go to college, Western Oklahoma State College was at the top of my list. Going to Western was the best financial decision for me. At Western, I will get the opportunity to obtain my associate's degree while also competing on the shooting team. With over 20 degree programs and schedules that fit your needs, there is an option for everyone. Call 580-471-2000 or visit wosc.edu to get started today. Make Western your smart start.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tiger's Den, serving those famous onion burgers and the hot sauce you all love. Ashley Hill is your host, along with Ruthie on the grill. Dine Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 8 p.m. for fish, steaks, burgers, and pie. And don't forget the Sunday special. Tiger's Den, open and serving you on North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Dine in or carry out.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
So some great tunes at halftime as the James Gang, little walk away playing, and now some Chicago in 25 or 6-4, which is ironic because James Gang, of course, Joe Walsh,
Right.
that's his group.
Right.
He and the rest of the Eagles going to be in concert February 13th at Tulsa, along with Steely Dan. And I'm just going to throw this out there. And I've really thought about this, but I'm going to throw this out there. I actually have 2 tickets.
Okay.
One of which I'm using.
Okay. So you've got another ticket
to
the Eagles and Steely Dan. And
February 13th in Tulsa. They're good tickets. Let me tell you, I paid through the nose for them.
And this is it for the Eagles. I mean,
it is the final long run that they're calling it. So I'm just putting that out there.
Okay. It's out there, folks.
You got me on Facebook.
Now, Barnes casts a wide net. So,
I mean, seriously.
We'll reach out.
I'm telling you. And this is not made up.
No, it's good. No, that's going to be a great show.
So, if it were to work out well, Chicago playing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire are going to be at the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth in August.
That's great.
I've got 2 tickets to that concert as well.
I tell you what,
so
I would befriend Michael Barnes some way or the other.
I'm just saying. I mean, these tickets are paid for. I'm going to make you buy probably your own concert T-shirt, but outside of that, I'm even, driving. So
there you go.
Just throwing that out there.
You're kind of in a hot spot there. You got DFW, you've got Durant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tulsa.
Yeah, I mean, I am in a great place to go see concerts. Had a chance to see back in November, and I realize it's not necessarily our listening audience here, but went and saw George Strait.
Oh, good.
And I'm not a country guy.
Yeah.
But it was a great concert.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
You got to do that.
Good music. Yeah.
You got to do that.
Plus, it was fun watching drunk cowboys and cowgirls in their hats. I mean, it just
from age 80 down to 20, right?
Yeah. And the bigger the hat, the drunker they were. It was fantastic. All right, here we go. Second half underway, and it'll be Mangum ball on the left end of your listening and/or viewing device. Holly Lehman-Webb will get the start. She has the ball. She's out there with Landry Lively, Hannah Stair, Morgan White, and the final member of that crew has the ball right now. That's Brent Woodruss. Mangum in their home white. Got the orange numerals and the black trim. Woodruss went inside, had the shot, didn't take it. They'll kick it to Lively for 3, and Landry will knock it down. Lively now with a dozen, and the game tied at 18. Inbounds pass, nearly taken away by Stair. Controlled, though, by Kaya Culler. Culler now, a collision at midcourt, picking up the loose basketball. Bree Gates. Culler slow to get up. Skip pass into the front court. Sydney Stevens, Riley Granger, and Lacey Ori round out the 5 starters for Snyder here in the third. Road black uniforms with the orange numerals and the orange trim. Ball knocked free by Woodruss. She does a little belly crawl, and finally coming out of the pack, here comes Stair. Left-handed dribble. Kicks left side. Open, Lively. Puts it on the floor. Dribble, kick. Woodruss, top of the arc. 3. No. Long rebound. Going to be tracked down by Bree Gates, and she'll get shoved from behind by Bryn Woodruss. That'll be the first of the afternoon on Woodruss, and number 1 on Mangum here in the third. Full court pressure defense from Mangum. Snyder has employed the same thing when they're on the defensive end. That's why we're at 18-18 with 6:45 and running in this third quarter of play. Ori bringing it across the timeline. Lehman-Webb in her back pocket. Now here in front of us, you'll find Kaya Culler with the basketball. 6:30, third quarter of play. And again, we started off blazing on the offensive end. And as we move to the 6:25 mark of period number 3, there's only a combined 36 on the board. But Granger was open inside. They didn't get the ball to her. Woodruss there now. A little give and go on the baseline for Ori. Shot doesn't go down. Ball tipped around. Ori somehow comes away with it. 3-ball fired by Stevens. Short. Rebound Stair. Hannah on the run. Mangum flying into the front court. Woodruss the catch. The stop. She'll go best baseline. Now over the top to Lively. Granger closes her out. Rachel Owens has joined us. Hello, Rachel. How are you? A dangerous pass there. Good cans by Lehman Webb. Stair. She'll come to Lively. Boy, it's a good thing I don't have a striped shirt. I'd have called carry on 2 different occasions. Now ball lost by Lively, picked up by Granger, and here comes Snyder. Culler into the front court. Kaya between the 2 circles. She'll back it out now and reset to Sydney Stevens. Stevens looking. Culler comes and gets it. 5:20 left here in the third. Maybe a little shuffle of the feet there. Officials a little bit more lenient than I would be.
I think everyone in the building is just getting sleep out of their eye.
Yeah. Lively went down. She got tangled up and has yet to get up. It's 4-on-5. Landry sitting on her backside, and you got to stop play right here. She got tangled up, and she is favoring that right leg, and it is heavily bandaged to begin with, and she is gutting it out. Woodruss and Lehman Webb helping her off the floor. Coach Dickey has joined us. Coach Dickey, man, I often channel you in my conversations that I have with people, the things that I've learned from you and the things that I've heard you tell other people. Thank you, sir, for that mentoringship, and I use it nowadays in my job. So great to hear from you, Coach Dickey. We appreciate that.
You could have a Coach Dickey, Coach Williamson bingo night, and you could have teams they've coached.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Lehman Webb put up a shot on the run. May have been partially tipped, and it was as it goes out of bounds. I think Gates got a little bit of piece of that ball. So it'll still be Mangum ball underneath their own glass. Meantime, they continue to look at Landry Lively. Stare at the free throw line. Lehman Webb. By the way, worth noting after that offensive output yesterday, Holly yet to score here this afternoon. Maddie Paxton, who came in for the injured Lively, will go to Lehman Webb. Now Morgan wants it three. That's short. Woodruss in the middle of everything, trying to grab the rebound. Does, falls out of bounds, tips the ball back. It's still on the floor. White going to get tied up. Gates in the middle of that one, and it will be Snyder basketball.
Little rugby scrum. Had about 6 players.
Yeah.
Just boom, boom.
Paula Lively says, great shot. Yeah, you talk about that rugby scrum. It is big time physical here this afternoon. Inbounds play right there. A great example. Lehman Webb slamming into Gates. Ball goes out of bounds.
Slamming into official Blackbird's right knee because he ain't moving.
Yeah, I was going to say, statuesque was Mr. Official there. Man, I'm bailing out when I see bodies coming at me. Mike, he's just like, okay, here they come. Oh, big time screen out high. Well, I tell you what, that was a solid screen in front of us. Set there by Ori. Out between the 2 circles now, Hannah Stair. By the way, it's worth noting, we're at the midway point of quarter number 3. Snyder is still setting on 18 points. I mean, the defense has been ferocious on both sides of the floor. The reach-in foul going to be called here. Stair upset on that one. Her feet got tangled, and she tried to guard with the hands instead of moving the body. So that'll be 2 on her. And on Mangum, that's their second of the period. Annalise Stair-Rogers has rejoined us. I'm thinking she might be here in person at 4 this afternoon for that boys' third-place contest against the Bombers of Frederick. That'll be a rock'em sock'em affair as well. Lady Cyclones with that motion look. They'll get a 3 ball on the right side that rattles in and out for Ori. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Woodruss. Mangum wants to run, 2-on-2. Stair back to Webb from 15, and Lehman Webb can't get it to go. Tracks down her own rebound, and she'll get grabbed on the arm as guarding with her hands was Kaya Culler. That'll be the first of the afternoon on Culler, and team foul number 3. I believe, no, just the first team foul called on Snyder. Well, there's a discussion here at the scorers table about who the previous foul was called on. How are you, kiddo? Say hi, Mom. Okay, good job. UV probably doesn't like me distracted. You're like,
Exactly.
Got our hands on our hip, got to give me that teacher look right about now. What are you doing talking to my player?
Get on the line, Barnes.
Braylee Monroe checking into the broadcast. So she will come in. Setting down will be Lacey Ori. Okay, so again, they're checking on the fouls. That foul earlier was on Kaya Culler. They just want to know how many was on Kaya. Her first of the ball game. So everything is accurate and on top. Yeah, it's one of the great things. And I know sometimes, Chad, you like being upstairs because people don't walk in front, but I love being in the middle of the action. So thank you.
No, it's good. It's good to be down here, just the camera view.
I know.
Yeah, you're right. No, I'd rather be listening to the language being spoken by both officials and coaches.
Well, most of the language, we want to keep that FCC license hanging on the wall. So 3 minutes left here in this third period of play. Lehman Webb slides to a stop. She'll come to Paxton. Maddie, Morgan White, Granger on her. Stair now, dribble, drive, penetration, nothing there. Good ball movement by Mangum. 3 ball on the way. Paxton doesn't get it to go. Granger uses that body to keep White off the basketball. Gets the rebound, throws into the front court. Fast break opportunity for Snyder. Stopping and popping for 3 on the left side. Off the iron, rattled around for Kaya Culler. Rebound collected, though, by Snyder, and an opportunity for Culler and company. 2:35 left in the third. On the baseline, shot put up, foul called. Morgan White, and to the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Sydney Stevens. Foul on Morgan, her second of the afternoon. That'll be 3 on Mangum in the third. So at the line to shoot 2 will go Sydney Stevens. First one on the way for Stevens, no good. Sydney will get one more. Snyder from the line, 3 of 5. 2:32 left in the third, and they have scored no points here in the frame. Second one on the way for Stevens, off the back of the iron, but Monroe with the rebound and a reset now for the Lady Cyclones. Braley looking for Granger, who is here on the near side. And really, since the early going, Woodruss has done a good job on her defensively. Riley had 6 in the first and only 2 since. Going to get a foul off the ball. And that foul on Holly Lehman-Webb, her third now of the afternoon. And on Mangum, that'll be their 4th of the third. Morgan White will sit down. Landry Lively, that leg okay. She is checked back in. Lehman-Webb will sit down.
That's a stronger knee brace on.
Christian Rankins has come in for the first time this afternoon for Brian Bingham as well. I want to say hi to Alyssa Dreyer, who's joined us in the broadcast booth. Boy, no, close to that 5-second count. They find open Riley Granger, and Granger stops the scoring drought, hits 2. First 2 of the quarter. It comes at 2:10 left in the frame, but it does give the Lady Cyclones a 2-point lead. Our old buddy Blank Crawford is checked in. Good afternoon, Blank. He puts some great reels on Facebook. He posts some stuff, and I mean, I laugh till I cry, some of the things he puts on there. Some quality stuff.
Good man.
Yep, 3, top of the arc, will not fall. That was a good look that time for Sayre, and Hannah just couldn't get it to go. So back the other way, here comes the Lady Cyclones. Gates looking inside to Monroe, and Monroe had the ball knocked out of her hands. Couple of Lady Tigers in the vicinity, and they have called it on Kristen Rankins. That'll be her first. And team foul number 5 called on Mangum here in the third. Minute 37 left in the frame. Monroe to the line. Braley with a pair of points. First free throw good. She'll get one more. Substitution now. Checking back in, Lacey Ori, and setting down will be Bree Gates for UV Williamson. 3-point lead, 21-18. Monroe's second one on the way. Good. So Monroe made them both. Her club on top by 4, 22-18. 90 seconds left, third quarter of play. Into the front court. Here come the Lady Cyclones. And Lively, you talked about that new sleeve on that left knee. A little bit more sturdy. Mangum patient on the offensive end. Dribble penetration here. Lively's got it behind the arc. She'll come back now to Stair. Hannah gives it up to Rankins, who gets tied up. We'll get a jump ball, and the arrow going to point the way of Mangum. But Christian, again, one of those youngsters that's learning, brought that ball down around her waist and allowed the smaller player to tie her up and get the jump ball. Lively catches the inbounds pass. Wanted to go back to Bree. And on the baseline, a foul going to be called. It's on Kaya Keller. He made the call underneath the basket, Mike did, and he stood there and said, 1, 2. There you go.
That's all you get.
Yeah. I'm not one of these young guys going to hustle in the middle of the floor and do all that. Inbounds pass to Woodruff. Bree will catch. A minute left here in the third. By the way, Blank says, Chad, don't let Michael go anywhere. Keep him here.
I know. we try and we'll continue.
What was it that Randy Moss said that one time? Cash money, homie. That's what I'm talking
exactly.
about. Cash money. Steal.
Everything's for sale.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Steal by Lively. Landry now back the other way, 22-18. Paxton to Lively. They'll go to Rankins, and again, she'll bring the ball down around her waist, and again, a jump ball situation. Oh, Mr. Panetta has joined us. Hello, bud. We'll see you a little bit later on this afternoon. Checking back in here, Bree Gates, and setting down for the Lady Cyclones, Kaya Cutter, 22-18. Mangum has only got 3 points in the period on that three from Lively, and that seems like an eternity ago. 22-18 our score. Coming across the timeline, and double dribble going to be called on Lacey Ori. And that's, if this were tennis, that was an unforced error. And you and I getting coached up by UV here. And she's right. Lively now coming across the timeline. Landry to Bryn. Woodruff. Ball fake. Now leaves it on the left wing. Down to 10 seconds left in the third. Landry inside over Granger. Ball got blocked. And an offensive foul going to be called on Landry. That'll be her second. Team foul number 6 on Mangum. Player control foul. No free throws. Good afternoon to Terry Williams, who's joined us with 7.4 left in the third. And Snyder on top, 22-18. Baseball pass over the top. Monroe the catch, the bounce out top, and the lay-in for Ori. And the quarter, a foul called on the shot as well. So the bucket good. Woodruff with the foul, her second. 7 on Mangum in the third, and a three-point opportunity for Lacey Ori with 3.4 remaining. Ori's free throw, no good. Rebound Mangum, and Woodruff from half court. It counts if it goes. Hit the strings, but not the rim. We've played 3. 24 for Snyder, 18 for Mangum. Oh, the final 8 gonna be good. Come on back on Classic Hits 97.7.
Dare County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
We may be small town, but we have big dreams. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC, and we are proud supporters of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. To all the athletes this season, give it your very best because Cattlemen's Bank is cheering loud and proud, and we're behind you all the way.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s and the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick as they may be hiring.
Off to the fourth quarter we go. Jeremy Rodriguez, thank you. Great to hear from you. Thanks for tuning into the ball game this afternoon. We go to the fourth, 24-18. Snyder on top. Lady Cyclones outscored Mangum 6-3 in that third period of play and lead by 6. It'll be Mangum ball to begin the fourth. Brent Woodruff, Holly Lehman-Webb, Landry Lively, Hannah Stair, and Morgan White out on the floor for Mangum. Left end of your listening and or viewing device. Home white uniforms. Orange numerals, orange and black trim. 3-ball Lehman-Webb got it to go. And Holly's in the books. I was going to say to begin the fourth quarter of play, for Mangum to get back into it, they're going to have to get some offense out of Holly, and she knocks down the 3 before I can say it. So Snyder in the road blacks with the orange numerals and orange trim. They work on the right end of your listening device, and they'll go with Braylee Monroe to begin the fourth period of play. Lacey Ori, Riley Granger, Bree Gates, and the final member of that 5 out there is Sydney Stevens, who has the ball right now. 24-21. This is one of those games that, if you get a 6-point, 7-point lead, it may be insurmountable.
Yeah, that's exactly right. UV getting patient, like you said early on, and looking for creases and lanes and spreading out the defense.
Try to go back door there. Good job by Morgan White to close on the baseline. She and Monroe a collision. Ball knocked off of the hands of White. It'll still be Snyder basketball. 7:03 left. Granger, the inbounds catch. She'll kick it back out top now. Gates back to Granger. Ball may have been partially blocked. Put back not there for Lacey Ori, but Ori fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's on Morgan White. And Morgan, her third. Team foul number 1 on Mangum in the 4th.
And Lacey, just steady Eddie. She can count on her to always be out there competing.
First free throw for Ori, no good. She'll get one more. Snyder now is the club 5 of 10 for the foul line. 6:57 left in the ball game. Second one for Ori is good. 7 on the afternoon for Lacey. 25-21. Look out, here comes the ball.
PTSD for
no
both.
kidding. Flashbacks for sure. Ball still free. Nobody can get it. Diving on it is Landry Lively. There's your scrum again.
Yeah.
And Landry, somebody must have said something on the end of the bench because she stood up and gave him a glare. I love it. We're getting after it. It may be a 5th place ball game. It may be Saturday afternoon, but we're hooking it up, kids. They're taking any prisoners on either side. I love it.
You're wearing my colors, other team.
Yeah, exactly. Granger, tough shot there, didn't go. White rips down the rebound. Here comes Morgan. Across the timeline, she'll go to Lehman Webb. Holly double teamed in the corner. Resets out high to Lively. Now Stair will get it. Hannah, ball fake, inside, scoop shot, won't fall down. Rebound, corralled by Granger, knocked out of bounds by Holly Lehman Webb. I tell you who else is getting after it. Brian Bingham to our left.
Who's been trying to light a fire for a while.
Run out opportunity here for Ori. Stopping, popping. Shot won't go. Fouled on Lehman Webb. Holly now with 4 in the ball game. That'll be 2 on Mangum here in the 4th. So Lacey Ori, who was at the line a moment ago, will go back there to shoot 2 more. This is just the first game of the day. By the time they get to the boys' championship game, it'll be crazy in this place. Ori makes the first. She'll get 1 more. By the way, that game between Hobart and Lady along our network on KTJS. Second free throw comes up short. Rebound Monroe, and she'll get fouled. The tomahawk, and again, Woodruss, a look of disbelief, but I can promise you as an official, anytime I see that arm come over the top looking like a tomahawk chop, I'm going to call a foul. Monroe first, good. Braley will get 1 more. She is not the Lady Cyclone you want to foul. 3 for 3 for the line. Timeout taken by Brian Bingham. 6:15 left in the ball game. Snyder on top by a half a dozen. Come on back to the edge of your chair after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
So Brian Bingham taking that timeout. His club down by a half a dozen. Another free throw for Monroe. 6:15 left in the ball game. NFL football coming up. Now Snyder wants to take a timeout. So Snyder going to take a timeout. This will be a full timeout. 6:15 left in the ball game. And we'll keep it right here.
Well, you've got another one of your agents out there, Wes Moore. He might donate to our GoFundMe for Barnes, so he's requesting.
What you've got to understand at my advanced age, I need insurance and money.
I know, right?
That's the bad part. Old guy like me, maybe the state of Oklahoma doesn't pay me for what I do enough, but they give me those benefits. It's hard to leave.
And that is right. And that's good. That's worth a lot.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's sad, and my best friend, Tim Rablis, and his lovely wife, Cindy, spent the night with him last night, and we're talking into the late night hours and talking about Social Security and that sort of thing. And finally, I'm just like, hold on, time out. We're not that old. Stop talking. And then Tim, he gets up and leaves and goes to check his email this morning to find out that his Social Security checks are going to start coming in February, and he's excited. And I'm like, Rablis, shut up. Stop it!
You hit 50 and you start getting AARP envelopes in the mail, kids. So.
Yeah, well, you just turned 50. That happened for me a long time ago. Thanks for asking. Monroe is second of 2 free throws on the way. It's good. So Braley made a most. She's got a half a dozen, 4 of those coming from the foul line. And the lead has grown to 7 now for Snyder. 28-21, 6:05 left in the ballgame. Good movement by Mangum. Better defense by Snyder. Mangum trying to find some space for a 3. Landry giving up the dribble. She'll come here on the near side and goes to Stair. Now a 3 ball by Bryn. Doesn't fall, but dug out by Webb. Good job by Holly. Woodruss is really struggling on the offensive end, and a travel going to be called. Yeah, extra step taken there. By the way, Diane actually has checked in. She says, go Cyclones. We love hearing from the other side, Diane. Thank you for checking in. We've got a good one going on here this afternoon. Lady Cyclones on top. Riley Granger and company lead at 28-21. Granger, good ball handler for her size. And in her back pocket, Landry Lively. She'll go in the corner to Stevens. Sidney, a cutter inside. That's Monroe off the glass. Shot didn't go. Rebound on the floor. Sliding with it, Monroe. She'll get the rebound. Granger holds it above her head. At the top of the arc and comes to Stevens. Clock shows 5:15 remaining. 28-21. And we talked about it all afternoon long. UV patient with her club offensively. They love to play a half-court look and swing the ball behind the arc. When you lead by 7, you're in the fourth quarter and there's 5 minutes left. It's a pretty good offense, but better defense by Mangum as they create the turnover there. Lehman to Webb. She'll go to Lively. Landry here on the near side, and a timeout going to be taken in the middle of it by the official. We've got it
on the floor, maybe.
Well, I don't know if it's an object on the floor or we've got some blood. I think we've got Woodruss has got some blood. Yep. So a timeout going to be taken here.
Now, back in your day, that would not stop
the
game.
There's blood. Oh, yeah, sorry to hear that. Let's play on.
Exactly.
So I will say this, though, and ironically enough, it was with Snyder a few years ago. I was doing a fast pitch 11 to 14-year-old game. I think Snyder was playing Hollis. Anyhow, middle of the summertime, and I took a foul ball off my forearm, and I was bleeding profusely. Yeah. And they're like, well, you got to cover that up. We didn't have anything. Some guy goes, I got duct tape in the truck, Barnes. I duct taped my arm. Yeah, it was good stuff. It's quality.
It's kind of like that old Sean Wilson short story. you just got to adapt and overcome.
That's exactly right. You're exactly right. It was some great stuff there. I still don't think the hair is growing back from where it ripped out of my forearm. All right, so out of the timeout, checking into the ball game, Maddie Paxton for Mangum while they tend to the blood. And it was coming off the body somewhere of Woodruss. Landry Lively to Holly Lehman-Webb. Cutting inside at Stair. Hannah is yet to score this afternoon. She'll go to Morgan. And prior to the pass, a push. Going to be called on the Lady Cyclones, Braley Monroe. That'll be the second of the afternoon on Monroe. And the first called on Snyder in the fourth. Mangum to inbound underneath their own window. Lively here on the near side, Lehman-Webb. Holly, double team. Should go out top to Stair. Hannah over the top to Maddie. And Paxton got to take that shot. 4:15 remaining in the ballgame. Good pass inside, but nobody was there. I like the effort on the part of Stair, but nobody in a white shirt there. Ooh, in the front court, gliding to a stop, getting away with it, Lacey Ori. 4:05 remaining. 28-21. Ball tipped out high. Good job by Monroe to get it. Boy, look at the defensive stare. Now they're going to call a foul on her.
That's right. Got to take some chances and get to that free throw situation. So,
foul on Hannah, her third, fourth on Mangum in the fourth. 28-21. Cyclones with the basketball. They'll inbound underneath their own. Well, nope, it'll be in front of their own bench. Well, got to watch that 5-second count. Inbounds pass. Good job by Lehman Webb to get it. Now she wants to run. Holly kicks right side. Landry fires a three. Got it. And a timeout by Brian Bingham. Landry Lively has been the offensive juggernaut this afternoon for Mangum. She's got 15. 28-24. Still a ton of time left. 3:46 on the clock on Classy Hits 97.7.
Hi, I'm Anna at Dapper 14 Boutique in Mangum. Are you looking for new clothes and accessories that are on trend, flattering, and comfy? Dapper 14 is just the place. We carry sizes small through 3X. Stop by 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Find us on Facebook or Instagram, or visit the website at dapyr14.com. We appreciate our customers, we love our community, and we always root for the Tigers.
At Great Plains Bank in Mangum, their customers come first and have for over 100 years. Great Plains Bank in Mangum provides personalized solutions and outstanding customer service that meets the needs of every customer, no matter how big or small. Great Plains Bank believes that banking is a relationship, not just a transaction. So they treat their customers like family. At Great Plains Bank, they live and work in the communities they serve. Great Plains Bank of Mangum, Oklahoma.
All right, let's give you a game reset now. Ball in the possession of Snyder. The arrow pointing the way of Mangum. 2 timeouts left for the Lady Tigers. 3 for Snyder. Just 1 team foul on the Lady Cyclones. 4 on Mangum. Lady Tigers going to play full court defense. Inbounding the basketball is Stevens. Stevens, a battle for it on the inbounds play. Taken away by Lively. Now a pass inside to Morgan. Morgan going to get fouled. Oh. Well, with Colt Allison eventually, said ball went off the hands of Snyder. I thought at first he was going to say a held ball and we get a jump ball situation. Inbounds pass, Woodruss over the top. Lively fakes the three, puts it on the floor. Stair over the top for 3. Back of the iron doesn't go. Blocking out, grabbing the rebound, Bree Gates. Gates quickly into the front court. Slowing it down, Monroe. She'll find Granger between the 2 circles. Clock showing 3:15 remaining. And UV doing her impersonation of Clester Harrington's foot stomp. We got to watch the 5-second count. Lacey Ori and a foul going to be called. Colt Allison. Wow. Called that foul on Hannah Stair, her 4th. Team foul number 5 on Mangum, so it's a 2-shot situation.
What about Brothers Johnson stomp?
I like that,
How
yes.
about that, huh?
Oh.
Okay.
Amanda Johnson, speaking of which, has checked into the broadcast booth. Good afternoon, Amanda. So at the free throw line, Lacey Ori to shoot 2. First one, Lacey got it. She'll have 1 more.
Mangum's just had to depend too much of the outside shot this afternoon and just have not fallen.
Ori for the line, 3 of 5 here in the 4th, and now 4 of 6 as that one goes down. And as a club, they're 6 of 8. They lead by 6, 30-24. 3 minutes left. Girls' 5th place ball game has lived up to its consolation championship moniker. I'm with Coach. That looked like a walk. Hannah going to give it up now to Holly Lehman-Webb. Throws it up. Count the bucket and the foul! And Lehman-Webb to the line for 3.
That is huge.
I mean, Sydney Stevens, she was set, but she got there late, and that's why it was a blocking foul. That was her 4th, by the way. Lehman-Webb free throw, good. And Holly was 6 here in the 4th.
Possession down.
30-27, 2:45 remaining. An Alcoa, fantastic finish on the way. Coming across the timeline, Ori Lacey popping out and getting it. Sydney Stevens. Now Riley Granger. Still too early to start fouling intentionally. Morgan White will come out and pick up Lacey Ori. 2:20 left here in the ball game. Ooh. Lively just missed the steal. Great job by Granger to catch and turn her body away and shield the basketball. That is just heads-up play. Riley in front of us, Landry on her. If you're wondering why it's Landry Lively on her, you know, that's because Bryn Woodruss, well, she's now taped up, got that thumb taped up, and so she has picked up Granger. 3-ball put up, doesn't go. Was a collision inside Stevens, a late whistle and a foul. Brian got to be careful here. He is all over, and he's going to get teed up. Yep, teed up here. Brian Mangum really furious with Cole Allison, and technical foul is called. So to get 2 free throws on the foul for Sydney Stevens, and then we'll get 2 more on the technical. And by the way, the 5th foul of the afternoon on Hannah Stair. Hannah fouls out with no points. So Stevens will shoot the 2 free throws as the result of the foul, and then we'll have the technical free throws. Sydney, by the way, now 0 for 3 from the line.
And it's usually when you get to that, cross that personal name line.
Exactly.
That
second one is good.
That usually was pretty automatic.
Well, and the other thing is, and again, it's a telltale sign. Colt put the whistle in his mouth, and when you see that, normally you stop then. If you do continue, you're going to get teed up, and that's what happened.
Yep.
Granger hits the first of the 2 technicals. Riley will get 1 more. The lead now 5. Second one on the way for Granger, good. So they were 3 of 4 on the free throws. That extends the lead to a half a dozen, 33-27. And again, fouling out of the ball game was Stair. So Maddie Paxton now will come in and play the final 148 for Mangum.
That's a big swing. Up to a 2-possession, 6-point game.
By the way, I don't know if I did so or not, but Mickey Lively has checked in. Mickey, good to have you alongside, buddy. Long-time supporter in more than one way for the Mangum community and the school.
You can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
Oh, Chad, he was setting on that one, Mickey. Where's the 5-second count? Doesn't matter. There's a steal by Woodruss. Bryn, she'll dribble, drive, get grabbed on the arm, no call. Rebound Granger. And Brian's got to go to the other end of the bench or he's going to get kicked out. And he's right. There should have been a foul called on that one. Not going to dispute that one. Good self-control by Bingham to not get ejected with a second technical. And again, you wonder where the 5-second count is. And a timeout just ahead of it by UV. 58.2 remaining, 33-27. The lead 6 for Snyder here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
33-27. 6-point lead for Snyder. 58.2 left of the ball game. Don't forget now, Mangum boys coming up this afternoon. Start time supposed to be 4. I'm kind of doubting that. But they will play for 3rd place against Frederick. Hobart Lady Cats will play along the network on 1420 KTJS and also on the FM side. It's 102.1. Okay. They'll play in the third place ball game. They'll do battle against Lady. That one at probably about 3. And then the championship game tonight with the Hobart Bearcats and the Lady Bison. That will be a juggernaut of a game. Meantime, Snyder trying to play keep away here. Any foul will send them to the line. Woodruss got a piece of that from Granger, but Riley able to get it back. She'll come to Monroe here on the near side. Maddie packs it in her back pocket. You got to foul at some point, don't you? Ball caught right in front of us by Bree Gates. They go back to Granger. She's not the player that you want to foul. When Monroe cut open inside, they didn't find her. Granger going to go baseline. She'll spin away, find a cutting Monroe who put up a shot, didn't fall, but got fouled. Paxton with a foul, and to the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Braylee Monroe. Foul on Maddie, her first. Jennifer Reisner checking in. Michelle Rogers-Huckabee is watching, and hello to Brandy Webb. 33-27, 22.8 remaining. First good. Monroe has come off the bench and played well for UV Williamson. She is 5 for 5 from the foul line. 34-27. Second one on the way. Good. 6 for 6 from the line. Back the other way. Ball tipped and finally ripped away by Landry. Lively will go to Woodruss. Woodruss, tough shot on the run. Front of the iron, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound taken away by Lacey Ori. Will get a jump ball. The arrow going to point the way of Mangum. Good hustle by Woodruss, playing hard. 7.1 remaining. Steven Schuster has checked in. Hello, Steven. Inbounding the basketball will be Lively. Landry, she'll go to Morgan. Ball knocked out of bounds by Braylee Monroe, and it will still be Mangum basketball. Snyder boys, by the way, coming up next. They'll play in the boys' consolation championship ball game. They will do battle with Hollis. I know. Brandy Lehman Webb with the inbounds pass. Puts up the shot, no good. And with that, the ball game will come to an end. 35-27, your final score. The victory goes to the Snyder Lady Cyclones in the girls consolation championship ball game. 35-27, your final. Back with your totals after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call 580-782-2452 for more information.
35-27, your final score. The victory goes to the Lady Cyclones of Snyder. And I know everybody loves to do the dunks, and I know everybody loves to shoot the three, but it's free throw shooting, kids. If I told you that Mangum was 100% from the free throw line in this ball game, I think you would probably say they won.
Yes, sir.
They didn't. They were 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Remember that number when I tell you this. Snyder was 16 of 23, including 11 of 14 in the fourth period of play, and they win it by a final score of 35-27. Leading the way this afternoon for the Lady Tigers was Landry Lively. She had 15, and that's despite missing time with a leg injury. 15 for Lively, 5 of the ball game for Holly Lehman-Webb. Morgan White had 4, and Bryn Woodruss had 2. On the other side of the ledger, 12 of the ball game for Lacey Ori. Riley Granger with 10. You think that you hold Granger with 10 and only 4 of those 10 points coming after the second quarter of play, but no. It was Braylee Monroe coming off the bench for UV, making 6 of 6 from the free throw line. She had 8, and then 2 apiece for Kaya Culler and Bree Gates. 1 of the ball game for Sydney Stevens. And again, Snyder will win it by a final score of 35-27. All right, coming up at about 4:30, 5 o'clock this afternoon, the second half of our Mangum doubleheader will take place as the Tigers will do battle with Frederick in the boys' third place contest. Hobart also playing this afternoon and this evening. The girls will play in a third place ball game coming up at about 5 o'clock or so, as they will play Lady in that ball game. I said 5 o'clock. That's not accurate. More about 3 o'clock this afternoon. And again, that game on 1420 KTJS. And then the championship game tonight on the boys' half of the bracket, it will feature the Hobart Cats taking on the Bison of Lady. So stay with us along the Fox Radio Network all afternoon and evening long for great coverage from the Tri-County Basketball Tournament. Final score here, 35-27. Congratulations to the Lady Cyclones. They are the Constellation Girls Champion winners of the Tri-County Tournament. You've been listening live and in living color on Classic Hits 97.7.